What is going on, everyone? James with Urban Bass Layers, and we got some exciting news today. We have obtained the urbanbasslayers.com domain name, and we now have a sales page to sell some of our products from. And I got a couple things on there to sell, and the pictures aren't the greatest right now. I need to get a new phone and get some better pictures of all the product and get them on there. I try to use my GoPro to take pictures, and it sucks. And anyways, I have a couple things up on the page, the sales page, if you guys want to head over there and help support us. All the sales go right back into making more product and putting more stuff out. We were going to head out today, and I was going to go test a few baits, except we had some things that we had to do around the house, so I stayed home. We might go out tomorrow. It is around Christmas time, so like everything's packed, all the streets are packed, like roads are packed. Try to go out somewhere, and there's like 2 to 3 times as many people out, so just staying home and staying out of the crowds is really what I'm doing. Got the sales page up though finally. It took a long time to do it. I wanted to do it the right way, and it's going to take a minute to get this thing going. It took me a minute to get the page running because I didn't really understand it. I'm doing all this winging it, I guess to say. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just watching other people's YouTube tutorials on how to get the page set up. Got it all set up, got it running, got the PayPal linked up to it. If you guys want to head over, like I said, and buy a couple things. Right now, because it's Christmas, I may end up throwing some extra stuff in your packages. But yeah, I got a bunch of orders today. Also, that's the other reason why I did not go out to go fish. I have a bunch of orders in for handmade baits, and I wanted to thank all you guys that have been buying stuff off of me and getting orders and suggesting orders for other people to come and check us out and to get some stuff off of us. I think the main goal here is to just have a product to sell that works, that isn't going to fail, and it's going to be a decent priced product that I can get out to you guys, and you guys can fish with it. And if you happen to catch some giant fish on it, that's going to make things really good in the long run for us. For all of us, because the more I can make these baits, the cheaper I can make them, the more I can get them out to you, and if they work, then we all going to catch a bunch of big fish on these baits. So had a dream a while back about catching a 40-pound striper on one of my handmade rats. So I don't know, I got some ideas going. I have a rat that I started to mold, and the mold material all went bad on me, and then coronavirus hit. Hobby Lobby shut down. I couldn't go return it. There was a bunch of stuff that happened, so like I lost a little bit of money. I had been gaining a lot on some sales at the beginning of the year before Corona hit, and then when Corona hit, basically everybody stopped buying stuff. And then I realized that a lot of people were still going out fishing, and a lot of the tackle places were out of stuff. Like when we were going to Walmart, all the tackle was gone. Like you couldn't get anything, so I resorted to putting my head down and making even more stuff than I usually make. That way we can get some stuff for ourselves to fish with, and just expanding all this. So we got some soft plastics, we got some crankbaits. I'm in the process right now of painting a carp bait that I'm doing for a friend. I got 2 more trouts to build. I got another bluegill to build. I just finished another crazy colored trout that just got boxed up and it's getting sent out. I sent out a couple baits yesterday. I'm creating a monster here, and it's cool. I like it. It's keeping me busy, keeps my mind occupied. It gave me some direction in life. Fishing in general gave me direction in life, and put me on a path to actually do something and build something that I can give back to the community with, whether it be giving up fishing spots and helping people learn how to catch fish, or going out and hiding bait places for people to find. I want to get back on the lure hunt. I have a couple baits in the bait room that I found that I'm going to repaint in a second here, and I'm going to start putting out some more baits as the next year starts. I want to get out, like I said, and do a I don't really want to call it the Pond Master Classic because we might get in trouble for the name, but that's what me and Richard used to joke about. We used to call it the Pond Master Classic. We'd be out fishing, and it'd be me and him, and there'd be a couple other people come out, and we'd just jokingly be like, "Oh, now we're in a tournament, and we got to see who catches them." And like, there's a couple guys that we met out at like Avery Pond, and we had like a little fun between ourselves tournament, man. And these guys, kicked our butts, man. And what it was at the end of the day, what they told us they were using was they were using weightless Senkos. We were using Senkos, but we had them pegged Texas style, and they weren't weightless. So that's how they kicked their butts that day. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, if you guys want to head over to urbanbassslayers.com, it's all lowercase letters. I got that one for free instead of having to pay a bunch of money for the uppercase letter Urban Bass Slayers. Kind of whack how that all works, but that's just how it is, and I went with the cheaper route because I'm doing all this I don't know how to sound. I'm winging it, man. Almost everything that we started out with was just like shore found recycles and shore found baits that I took and I repainted and coated them and started selling them to people, and started watching other bait makers and painters and stuff and getting more ideas. And I've been a painter myself for years and years, and been into woodworking and stuff, so all of this is just like, once I realized that I could make my own baits and paint them and then sell them and go out and catch fish with them, it's like, oh man, what have I been doing this whole time? Like, you find that niche and you run with it, man. There's so many bait makers out there though that they're just so good at what they do. So I see some of their stuff and you can't get discouraged. You just have to put your head down and keep going. Some of the stuff that I'm building right now, a year or two ago, like thinking myself to be able to build something that swims that good and actually works and it actually looks good and all that stuff, I actually didn't think I could do it. I mean, I thought I could if I just kept grinding it, and here we are now, and grinded it to this point. I got a bunch of blanks over here about to be cut out on my bandsaw. Got a lot of stuff going. I got a couple topwater baits that I'm making for a buddy. They're these big old 8-inch topwater baits. And what I did was I ordered the blanks off of Lure Parts online. That way I didn't have to shape them. I don't have the tools to shape down big topwater walking baits like that, so I just ordered the blanks. And another thing I'm going to be doing, I used to use, and I still use right now on my baits as I'm learning, is I use the spinnerbait wire for all my line ties and my things. I twist them all myself like Marling Baits does. But I think what I'm going to start doing on my bigger baits, because it's kind of cheap to get the hardware, is I'm just going to go to Lure Parts online and get the stainless steel eyes, the eyelets, with the threads already on them, so they're threaded. That way when I go to screw them in these bigger baits, they're actually going to be threaded in there instead of just epoxied in. I know the epoxy holds. I've done some tests with it, and I've seen other people do tests on YouTube with it, so I know it works. I just, with those bigger baits and the bigger fish, I want to go with some bigger hardware on the baits. That way I know that my baits aren't going to fail. And yeah, anyways, I got a couple bait patterns that I am working on and hope to get them out to you guys. So anyways, if you guys want to run over to the page, check out some stuff that we have on there. I know the pictures aren't the best. Working on getting a lot of stuff, man. I know I keep saying that we're going to get shirts done and we're going to get some hats done and all this other stuff, but every time I get the money to get ready to do it, it has to go to something else. I got 2 teenage kids that are just about adults, and they're both getting ready to go to college, so this thing is kind of sucking up everything I have. But at the same time, I'm trying to build this to a point to where in the future, you know, I don't know, if something ever happens to me, the YouTube page can go on and be passed on to my kids, and maybe I could get them out and get them involved in this whole thing. Anyways, Urban Bass Slayers, man, I love you guys. Year's finally almost over. We got Christmas is coming up pretty soon, and I wish you guys Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and all that stuff, and a good New Year. And next year, who knows what's going to happen with all this craziness going on in the world. I just hope it all comes to a quick end so I can get out and go fish, especially with people. And I would love to get out and go fish with all you guys. You know, everybody keeps saying, man, we want to fish with you and all this stuff, and can I come fish? Can we go to the spots? And it's like, I want to. I definitely want to. So this spring, when it's spawning time, I think we could all get out there together. If you guys got a YouTube page or you got Instagram or something, you want to film, you want to take some pictures of some fish, or you just want to get out and go hang out with everyone and go fish in a crowd and get back to people actually being around each other and having fun and the energy of everybody is, you got to have that, man. You can't be by yourself all the time. You get mentally down and you get miserable, and you got to be around people, man. You got to get out, and you got to go enjoy life, man. So anyways, I got a bunch of projects out here I'm working on. I got to get back to doing this, and just wanted to throw out a quick little video here for you guys. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about us, and tell your friends about our sales page. If you got anybody that fishes and they want to buy a couple handmade things to help us out, keep the ball rolling. And I hope I can bring you guys more content, more better content, and more better fishing gear and stuff in the future. I have a lot of ideas, man. I got a lot of ideas. So, love you guys. Thanks for watching.